experiencing a moment in history for all Latin Americans and Spanish speakers to see the first Spanish spoken language album to win the American Grammys, and just to feel that we were a part of that in whichever way, well, in a specific way, is crazy. We were just like, we would never have imagined. We're so thankful that he noticed us and invited us to be part of this journey with him, and it's been crazy. Yeah, I think the word is crazy. That's how I feel.
Y Puerto Rico, it's love, it's family, it's culture, it's rhythm. And I am so excited because today you're going to be playing songs for us here in the studio, including your newest single, Play. Can you tell us a little bit about Play?
I think we went a little back to roots, salsa, just going back to the basic formula and making it our own in our own way. And the theme is around more like this dynamic of a Puerto Rican couple in the diaspora, just going through it and going through the relationship and wanting to go back to the island, and just a mix of all those ideas and emotions in one song.
Thank you guys for sharing your craft, for sharing just so much love through your music, through your rhythms. Take it away, Chuy.
Ay, vamos para allá, vamos para allá.
Yo quiero un canto de tierra para vivir, el mismo sitio de donde nací. Hacemos una casita para vivir, que mis hijos crezcan donde yo crecí. Yo quiero un canto de tierra para mí, la tierra que me prometió Mari, que cuando yo me vaya a morir, tener a lo que quiero ser que yo quiero un canto de tierra. Yo quiero un canto de tierra para mí. Mira que quiero un canto de tierra. Yo quiero un canto de tierra para mí. De triste se fue Carlito cuando la casa se le derrumbó. Venía a visitarnos para las navidades, pero el día de Reyes pasó y yo sé que de la tierra vinimos y para la tierra es que vamos. Pero ¿por qué no podemos escoger la tierra en la que descansamos? Yo quiero un canto de tierra para vivir, del mismo sitio de donde nací. Hacer una casita para vivir, que mis hijos crezcan donde yo crecí. Yo quiero un canto de tierra para mí, la tierra que me prometió Mari, que cuando yo me vaya a morir, tener a lo que quiero ser que yo quiero un canto de tierra. Yo quiero un canto de tierra para vivir, del mismo sitio de donde nací, en el lugar que yo construí, lo que yo pensaba que iba a ser para mí. Yo quiero un canto de tierra para mí, la tierra que me prometió Mari. Y me da miedo pensar en algo así, que mi tierra nunca será para mí.
Music for the soul.
Wow.
Chente Drach here with us. He's a podcaster, comedian, content creator.
Yeah.
How does it feel? You were really into this performance. I know you know them.
I hadn't heard this.
That's
This
a
is
new song. New single came out last night.
And you know, I interviewed them like a year ago, and we talked pretty in depth about Tierra, the other song they sang or performed, and it's such a big song. It sounds big, and I really have to congratulate such a young group, family, friends, and they have an incredible sound. It's an amazing sample of Puerto Rico sound right now, independent movement.
Salsa, bomba, plena, and you can feel it. I was getting goosebumps with the lyrics, with the rhythms.
What's this moment mean for Puerto Rico, man, like this halftime show? Because this is something that a few years ago it wasn't even possible. In that short of time, here is Bad Bunny on the biggest stage, someone who reps the island and his culture, probably as big as anyone on the planet.
You know what? In my, the invisible checklist that I had on my mind, it's like the final big thing that I don't know what he'll do next, but he'll make something up. It's huge, and we're insanely proud.
Yeah, as you guys should be though, like really, because I feel like this isn't just for Bad Bunny, it's for all Latin culture. And he said so much last week when he accepted his award for Album of the Year at the Grammy. He said my favorite part and aspect of him is his ability to never compromise.
Yeah, he definitely, there's a record, his album called Yo Hago Lo Que Me Dé La Gana.
Yes.
I do whatever I want. And during his 10 years like being a star, he's definitely proved that he does whatever he wants.
I have a lot more to talk with you about later on. You're going to be with us throughout the day. How about we get into Chuy's collaboration with Bad Bunny from the album Debí Tirar Más Fotos. Esto es Vueltita.
Yeah.
Baby, te voy a dar una vuelta por la playita. Te voy a llenar de besitos en la carita. Un día conmigo es lo que tú necesitas. Sonriendo tú te ves más bonita. Baby, te voy a dar una vuelta por la playita. Te voy a llenar de besitos en la carita. Un día conmigo es lo que tú necesitas. Sonriendo tú te ves más bonita. Baby, yo sé. Pero ponte el traje de baño, mami, que te voy a buscar. Te dejo mojadita, el sol te va a secar, sí, te va a quemar. Tú eres mi canción favorita y en repeat te voy a tocar, ey, te lo voy a explicar. Quiero dibujar corazoncito en la orilla. Tranquila, mami, yo te caigo a la silla. Esos ojitos lindos, me encanta cómo brillan. Como una diosa puede ser tan sencilla. De la flaca yo daría lo que fuera. Tú me dices, si adentro o afuera, debajo del agua, nadie se entera. Baby, te voy a dar una vuelta por la playita. Te voy a llenar de besitos en la carita. Un día conmigo es lo que tú necesitas. Sonriendo tú te ves más bonita. Baby, te voy a dar una vuelta por la playita. Te voy a llenar de besitos en la carita.
Contigo me siento distinto. Hay algo cuando nos miramos y el impulso lo dimos en la mano. Así va. Cuando no estoy en la buena, tú me llevas a hacer castillos de arena y los castillos se convierten en aldeas. Un pueblito donde no existen problemas. Y ahí soñamos con un futuro que estemos bien. Falta mucho, por un segundo no olvidamos de todo. Aquí solo somos tú y yo. Vamos a besarnos, petalazo,
aunque sea de piquito, de piquito, de piquito, pim, pim. Vamos a besarnos, pim, pim, petalazo. Hay muchos mosquitos en la costa, baby, voy a ponerle un actriz. Vamos a besarnos, petalazo.
I know, if you can't get enough of Bad Bunny, please listen to Apple Música Uno. We're playing all his songs 24/7, starting today till Sunday. I've been listening since 3 in the morning. In fact, well, I started at 4, but I was like, okay, I want to see how it starts off. And all the hits, it was taking me back to the beginning of his career. And Chente, Idrach, thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Having a
You know
blast.
what? You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay with us throughout the day. And after the press conference, we will have Arcangel and Russian join us for a very special conversation. And Chuy will also be doing a radio takeover today.
Oh, so we flew you out here, now you're just gonna be putting you to work now. All right, cool, that works for me. All right, so look, man, I'm excited, man. This is a happy moment. I want to thank everybody that's involved with this throughout the day. And don't forget right here, Apple Music. As Evelyn said, we will continue this because this is a party, it's a celebration, it's all things Bad Bunny. It's also all things football, man. It's one of the biggest days. It's like an unofficial holiday here in the States, and now we're taking it to the rest of the world. And I will say this, as someone who is proudly from Seattle, Washington, go Hawks.
Yes! Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Evelyn
throw it over to our
Cicados, Eddie.
colleagues right here. Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show press conference starts right now.
Bad Bunny. Welcome to the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show and pre-game press conference. From Apple Music, please welcome Ebro Darden.
Hey! everybody. Welcome and thank you, Evelyn, and good morning. I'm Ebro Darden, your Apple Music host, and today we are at the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show press conference, which we're streaming live globally on Apple Music. We're excited to be joining the NFL and Rock Nation to bring Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show to life with a monumental performance by Bad Bunny. With a monumental performance by Bad Bunny. All right, y'all gotta wake up. This is a party. In a few minutes, we'll be chatting with him. But first things first, let's get to the pregame. On behalf of the NFL, I am honored to introduce the English to American Sign Language interpreter, Dylan Gill and Alexa Hernandez, as the English to Puerto Rican Sign Language interpreter, along with the 3 sign language performers appearing at this year's Super Bowl. Performing Lift Every Voice and Sing and Star Spangled Banner, make some noise for Fred Bean. Fred will be interpreted by Dondre Harrison. Performing America the Beautiful is Julian Ortiz. Julian will be interpreted by Dale Niemeyer. And performing the Puerto Rican Sign Language version of the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show is Selimar Rivera Cosme. Selimar will be interpreted by Alexa Hernandez. Make some noise. Please welcome our official sign language performers and interpreters to the stage. Have a seat, y'all. Wow, this is amazing. Nice to meet you all. Selimar, you were Bad Bunny's interpreter for his 31-show residency in Puerto Rico last year and 2022's Un Verano Sin Ti album in Puerto Rico. As someone who interprets his music for his fans, what do you love about performing Bad Bunny's music?
Bad Bunny started in 2017. He was still young and I watched him, yes. But now his music, the root to Puerto Rico, to his culture, to our identity, and it inspires us. So he's just educating everyone in everywhere about Puerto Rican culture. So in Puerto Rico, we are very grateful for that. At that time, I was interpreting for him, but I never thought I would be here at the Super Bowl, and here I'll be a performer. So it's different. In Puerto Rico, they're like used to interpreters. It's not the same as being a performer. Well, I feel like here at the Super Bowl, being the Bad Bunny interpreter, and he's showing the flag, showing the flag of the island. That's a little island. I feel really proud about it. We're small, but we are really very, very big.
Selimar, you're achieving a whole new level with Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl. What does it mean to you to represent Bad Bunny's music on the stage?
I feel proud because I was born there in the island in Puerto Rico, and I am really proud. Him showing our slang, our words, and I feel I understand everything that he's singing because I was born and I was raised there. And I'm not the only one. It's full of the deaf community supporting me, and we all are together in this.
That's beautiful. You're really beautiful. Fred, your specific performance style maximizes rhythm and emotion and challenges how deaf and hard of hearing performances are seen in the media. What is something that is unknown or can be misunderstood about your performance style?
So actually, before I talk about the performance style, I want to go over the interpreting style first. When it comes to interpreting, the interpreter hears the message and they just spontaneously interpret it without thinking of the emotion, the expression, and all of these other elements that we have to bring to the table. So at times it can be a very verbatim, word-for-word translation of what the music is trying to express. And it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect, but they're just giving that flow of information to the audience. It's usually in a rapid time. The interpreter doesn't have time to prepare themselves for the content, whereas with the performance, on the other hand, they have to be aware of the history, the context, everything that goes into performing has to do with semantics, the meaning of the people that we're bringing these concepts to. The performers have to practice that, and they have to make sure that they're delivering that emotional expression and the intentionality behind the lyrics and everything that goes into it to the audience. So we bring that. Sometimes when we're streaming that, it's different in the performance, and people can misunderstand my style because I'm using more of a poetic format where we're using the hands and we're creating shapes and we're illustrating, like for example, this would be a tree and it's blowing in the wind. So it's a very expressive, and you can see here there's like waves that I'm expressing beneath the tree. So as you can see, we're telling a story. So that hearing people, when they're focusing on the words, we're bringing that poetic justice in an ASL format. So what I'm trying to tell people when I'm performing is, it's not just signing the song lyrics, it's not a word-for-word verbatim thing that I'm just spouting out. Because you'll never get the right message if we use that format. In other words, what I'm trying to say is we're focusing on the visual concepts. We're trying to be intentional with the storytelling of the lyrics. And that includes all the metaphors that can be behind the meaning of the lyrics. So for example, many of you guys know the song, the national anthem, of course. The oh, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? Can look like this. And in the English format, where we're literally just saying, oh, can you see? But when we're performing it, we have to have that expression where we're galvanizing your attention, like, oh, look at this. There's a sense of amazement that I have to express. That's the performance, and you can't misunderstand that.
Amazing. Round of applause, yeah, for sure. Fred, you're performing Lift Every Voice and Sing and the Star Spangled Banner for this year's Super Bowl. What are some differences in how you approach movement and interpretations for those two songs?
As I mentioned before, the style, when we're signing, it depends on how I want to represent or express the idea. So the difference between the national anthem is it's a very patriotic song that we connect to. It's more of a celebration of the America experience. And we all know this, right? We know this well. We know the experience of being an American in this country and the pride that is tethered to that. And it's a very external storytelling format that we're using for the national anthem. So we know all the things happening in the Americas, and that's kind of what that's showing. Whereas Lift Every Voice and Sing, there's a deep, innate sense of expression. It's more about how it makes you feel, and we're letting the people know, like, you have to be uplifted, you have to move on. So it's almost like a preaching to the choir, in a sense, and it's more internalized than an externalized, like the national anthem. And we emphasize the we instead of I. It's not about me, it's not about I, it's about us. It's a togetherness. There's a sense that we're evoking. You know, we want to let them know, we want to uplift them. So there's a difference between the cultural aspects between the Lift Every Voice and Sing versus the national anthem, which is more patriotic. So the cultural sign language is utilized more so in the Lift Every Voice and Sing, because I'm really speaking to the people, my people, right? And it's a more poetic expression. It's their voice, versus the national anthem is more of an externalized, general American patriotic experience.
Amazing, amazing, simply amazing. Julian, yes, round of applause for Fred, please, yes. Julian, along with Selimar, you are very close and have a very close connection this year to the Super Bowl halftime show. You're Puerto Rican yourself, and as an artist, you are representing both deaf and Latino cultures. What elements of this are you bringing to the stage?
Well, being Puerto Rican, being Puerto Rican means that I bring a history, a sense of history, rhythm, resistance, and of course, being deaf, I bring this vision, this lens, this experience, this vision of rhythm and movement and expression. So once I'm on that stage, I integrate those two aspects of my performance. And it really impacts who I am as a Puerto Rican and as a deaf man. You know, in Puerto Rico, historically, we've been oppressed. And here we are, doing our thing. We've become loud. Not just the hearing Puerto Ricans, but the deaf Puerto Ricans. Here we are coming together. And we're going to do something serious here. I'm very proud. I'm going to be very loud. And I'm never going to regret that. I'm not going to be apologetic. And as a deaf Puerto Rican, what I bring to both worlds, it just makes me feel like I want to bring everybody together instead of seeing this separation that we have today. Right? This experience really brings people together, connects people as one.
Wepa. And obviously, we can imagine your family back in Puerto Rico. Can't wait to see your performance. Julian, did they have any helpful tips or encouragement for you today? Or this weekend, excuse me.
Well, my family, of course, all Puerto Rican, and I am the first U.S., well, I shouldn't say U.S. citizen, the first one in the state, right? I was the first one in my family to come to the States. They're always telling me, hey, Julian, understand, we know you live in Texas, you were born in the States, but you are Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican baby. You have that lineage of being from Puerto Rico. Your blood runs Puerto Rican. You're not more, you're not less. You are Puerto Rican. Through and through. My family just supports us from Puerto Rico. The folks from the island, they're like, you know, we don't care that you're from Texas. That really means a lot to me. I'm happy for the support of my family. Very happy for the experiences, what I've learned from my family, the Puerto Rican culture, the food, the music, the language, everything is all part of me, and I want to thank my family for that.
Wow, round of applause, please. Thank you all for being here today, and we look forward to seeing you all perform this Sunday. ASL signers Fred Beam, Julian Ortiz, and Selimar Rivera Cosme. Make some noise. Please make some noise. Thank you very much. Round of applause one more time, please. Okay. Continue to heat up this morning. Is everybody waking up? To continue our pregame lineup, let's welcome my Apple Music friend and co-host, Zane Lowe.
Hey everybody, how we doing? How we doing? Wow, it is a packed house. It's beautiful to see everybody in here. This is going to be wonderful. Please help us welcome the pregame artists singing and performing on Sunday, Charlie Puth, Coco Jones, and Brandy Carlisle. Beautiful. Once again,
Yes,
welcome.
yes.
Our guests on the couch. Oh, it's good to see you all. I'm so excited that we're here today and cannot wait. We all cannot wait to see you sing these songs on Sunday. These are big songs. These are big moments. Absolutely. You know, I think whenever anybody steps into an environment to sing a song like this that means a lot to so many people, you want to honor the composition and what it means, but also it's a chance to make it your own to some degree. I wanted to ask, you know, each of you going down the line how you plan to do that and what that balance is like, starting with each other.
I think the best way for me specifically to approach it, and they might agree with me to some extent, the arrangement is everything for me. I always reverse engineer how I hear my own music in my head, and then it's kind of just like pulling it apart and making it a feasible product to hold. So I've been rehearsing this in my head for months, if that makes sense.
What are you, Coco?
I think just be authentic. I feel like with Lift Every Voice, there's so much hope and tenacity that I relate to, and everyone does in their own journeys. And so, really listening to the lyrics, really sitting and feeling what they mean to me, and then naturally reacting to that.
I would echo that, absolutely, and kind of offering these songs and these lyrics individually as they are, up with a sense of humility and hope, but to also sing big and try to be a presence at the same time.
So your phone rings, you get the call. What's going through your head when you get ready for this performance? Start with you, Brandon.
Well, one of the things I love about being in my 40s versus when I was given opportunities or big moments when I was younger is I would just disassociate from the pressure. But I think now I'm able to sort of, like, you get that superpower, I think, at this point in life where you get to calm down, centralize yourself, be there, and actually experience these milestones in life that when your life flashes before your eyes, you'll see things like this. And you don't want to be gone.
You want to be present,
You
right?
want to be there.
Coco?
Well, definitely some nerves. I've had some amazing performers, you know, precede me, and I think realizing that I've been chosen, you know, and so I deserve the moment, you know, I deserve the opportunity, and you know, kind of speaking positively so that you just you don't think about the pressure, you know, you just think about the honor that it is.
Did mom have anything to say yet?
My mom has been at a loss for words for the first time. She's super excited, and I can't wait for her to watch, you know, me sing at this moment. I feel like I've had so many moments where I've sang at games that have opened doors for me to be here. So this is very full circle.
Charlie?
I definitely echo the nerves feeling, obviously. This is a very musically difficult song to sing. Not to, I know it's early in the morning right now, so we don't want to get too music theory right now, but if the song's in D major, and he's laughing, you know, somewhere over the rainbow, that's a hard song to sing, and you're jumping 8, 12, however many notes.
It might be the hardest song to perform. I mean, in terms of range and what's required, and the power required at the highest range.
Oh, you're hitting 5 more notes above the octave, and that's incredibly difficult. So, but I think it's just important not to oversing it.
You know, I think that's one of the things that your fans love about the way that you approach music is that you open the door to dissect it and analyze it and look at it more deeply than just what people hear in the car or in their headphones. You've done that with this. You've gone on social media and started talking about how you're preparing and getting everyone kind of to understand the challenge ahead. You talk about the challenge. How have you prepared this to sing this song, this really big song?
Kind of. How have I prepared? A lot of singing in the shower, a lot of singing alone in the car where I can...
You know, shower reverb's not the same as stadium reverb, right?
Yeah, just a similar reverb kind of feeling, a little bit maybe.
It's like 2 seconds versus 20, I'm just saying.
A little wetter.
A little.
unless it rains, which I don't think it's going to. But just a lot of, again, playing, like I said before, a lot of playing the record and how I feel like it's going to sound in my head. And we'll see how it happens a big day.
You're going to feel it. You're all going to feel your performances. But Charlie, just specifically for that song, what do you want people to feel from your rendition on the day?
I want them to feel inspired. I want everybody to know that music is such an amazing thing and can change so many people's lives. It's, I mean, other than food, it's the thing that we can all, and I look at all of you right now, it's like everybody loves music. I've never met someone who doesn't love music, and it's, I just think it can color every aspect of your day so vividly, and it's such an honor to sit here and talk to you about how I'm singing, how we're all, I mean, we probably share that same feeling.
Coco, you our ancestors and people are looking upon us as you get out there and sing, lift every voice and sing. This is the 5th year, only the 5th year that this has happened. And it being performed at the Super Bowl halftime show. How do you approach performing this song? The amount of historical significance, making it your own, owning it, and just the pressure of this moment.
Something that I like to do to really understand the gravity of what I'm doing and what I'm representing is to look at the history of how Lift Every Voice and Sing even came into fruition, from poetry to being the song that became, you know, a staple for our culture, and to really study what was happening at the time, what led to such a moment. And I think also for me, being able to have this light on the culture is a moment in itself. You know, I'm just the vessel that is able to represent what this means to the culture. And, you know, thinking about younger me and what she needed to see, how she needed to be taught that she could walk into rooms, thinking about the youth, thinking about my grandma and my ancestors and the women that came before me and what they want to see, what they would need to see to kind of confirm that everything was worth it. And just being a vessel for that. I'm just a vessel for it. Yeah.
We have, yes, round of applause for that, for sure. Now, Coco, you have, as you mentioned earlier, you have tons of milestones, and this year's been another one of a lot of milestones in your career. Where does this rank?
Oh, for me?
For Coco, excuse me.
I mean, I think this is pretty much the top of the top. This is the bee's knees. I just think this is one of the most highly viewed events of all time, you know, and so it's hard to compete. It's hard to compete. Maybe my wedding will be up there.
Okay.
Maybe.
Brandy, you know, as a fan, I can speak for all fans when I say that one of the many things we love about you and your music is that you don't share anything unless you really get inside that. And that goes for all of you on the couch. There's an authenticity to what you do and feeling that you search for, and you've got to reach that bar before you're willing to share it with us in the first place. This is different on Sunday, but it's also the same. I'm sure you're searching for that feeling. It's not just a performance feel on Sunday. How have you approached America the Beautiful, and how are you going to get there?
Well, I think I would, first of all, encourage anybody to go and find the full version of America the Beautiful, the lyric written by this brilliant woman, Catherine Lee Bates. And it reads like, and the way I would love for people to interpret the song, is more of a prayer than a boast. You know, this is a song about a country, a beautiful country that ebbs and flows in terms of hope. And it's a work in progress. And the song believes we can get there, and I believe we can get there. And so for that reason, I can put my whole self into that song and believe what I'm saying. And that's my job on Sunday. The Super Bowl is a really unifying thing. It's a big thing in this country. And all of my friends and family are so excited for me getting to be an interpreter of this lyric and be a part of this opportunity. So I take it like you guys do. This is heavy stuff. These are big days, and we're being given a high honor here. What we do with it matters.
Brandy, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, the Seattle Seahawks.
That's right.
Oh, come on. Sorry. I'm born and raised in Seattle, and my girls are such jocks, my little girls. I've never been a sports lady. I can't even run in a straight line. It's ridiculous. But my daughters, inexplicably, are total jocks, and they have just got me in line quick. So I am making up for lost time as a fan.
Love that.
Love that.
Well, I think we have a few questions from the future of media. That's right. We have some young reporters in the building, in the audience, from Play 60 Super Kid. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi.
Welcome. And your question?
Is there a special routine you do before going on stage that helps you feel active and ready, like stretching or jumping around?
Jumping around, for sure. I get very antsy right before a performance. It's a little weird, you know, you just gotta know me to know what's going on. I'm just trying to get the nerves out, so I'm just moving a lot, like, just randomly, you know? You just kind of feel crazy, because like, what are you doing? What is life? I'm about to do what? It's so much adrenaline. Yeah, I just feel like I have to move it out, get it out of there. Also, randomly, I do like to eat Lay's chips before I sing. I don't know. Whitney Houston said that it makes your voice, you know, more oiled and like loose. What about you? You heard it.
Well, no, if Whitney said it, I'm going with it.
Whitney said it, I'm going with it. I'm going with it. So I do eat a couple of Lay's chips.
Charlie, what about you?
I do a lot of... I do that for an hour, and I drive my whole family crazy.
And then Lay's chips.
And then some sour cream and the Wise chips, East Coast.
East Coast Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
Hey, what was that? Whoa. Brandy, you?
Well, definitely don't drink whiskey. That is
Anymore.
not a thing to do. I'm just saying, don't do that. That's not a great way to go on stage. No, I try to keep that adrenaline under control like you do. Me and my bandmates, the twins, Tim and Bill, we will lift our shirts up and smack each other on the stomach one time really hard, just to like get the adrenaline out and just wake up and be in the moment, you know, because we're all about, I know it sounds ridiculous, we end up with red marks all over our stomachs for the whole tour. But, you know, it's all about being present. Wake up, get out of it, get out of the adrenaline. You're about to walk on the stage in front of 10,000 people, be there. Yeah.
Amazing. From Big Brothers Big Sisters, Camila Diaz Palacios. How are you?
Doing good, how are you?
Thank you for joining. What's your question?
Just wanted to ask a quick question. Oh, first off, are y'all doing good? Good morning.
Yeah.
Good, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I know you guys all represent a very different voice, background, and musical lane. Yet you're all part of the Super Bowl moment that will be seen by millions across the world. So I just want to ask, what's one piece of advice that you would give young people about being their most authentic selves?
Well, I think without calling any specific people who may have doubted me in the past, I think it's just really important to always go with your gut. Wouldn't you agree? I think even I remember I wasn't supposed to sing on my song "See You Again," and I always knew that that song was for me, so I was just relentless with it. Without getting into the details of that, I just showed up every day and like, nope, this is my song. Nope, this is my song. It's the only way. So you can't really have a plan B in your mind. If you want something, you have to go get it.
That was really good. I love that plan B thing. Really good. Very true.
You have a plan A and a half, but...
A and a half.
Yeah, but
Yes.
plan B,
Yes, I'm with you. I would also say comparison is the thief of joy, you know? Focus on what you've got going on, because what they've got going on has nothing to do with you. Who knows their journey? And you're not, you know, you're not there for the highs and lows. You're seeing an Instagram reel. Like, what's really going on when the camera cuts? Just focus on your lane, your life, your time. Time is also an illusion, so you're not late, you're not early, you're right on time. Focus on yours.
Yeah. We all know we're supposed to.
Unless, of course, you showed up late here, then you're not in here. Right. So that time's out of the list.
We all know we're supposed to be ourselves. We're told to be ourselves, you know, and that is the most important thing. But being yourself is cool, but community is even cooler. So it's like anybody can be themselves alone, but if you can be yourself around other people that are different than you and make your way into a community, I think that's the most powerful way to come up through any dream.
And from Gen Youth, Javon. How you doing, Javon?
I'm doing good.
Okay, thanks for showing up today and hanging out. You got a question for the people?
When you was my age, did you play any sports growing up in programs?
I
hear your answer.
I played baseball and would kick the dirt by third base. I was not good at sports. I know that's very awkward to admit it's such a sporty event, but I've tried swimming, tennis, no, soccer. I would do a backflip in the mud, and I always heard the music in my head. Did you play any sports?
I did, actually. So my dad played professional football for 10 years. He retired with the Titans. So, you know, I was raised in Nashville. And so sports was like a given. Like, you're playing a sport. So I tried all the sports. Gymnastics, softball, basketball was my fave. But I would do like these plays and things like at school, and I was like, something about that stage, it's just hitting different for me. So then I ended up picking up a microphone, putting down the basketball. Sorry, Dad.
It's interesting when people do both, like Pink. You know what I mean? Like, she's this amazing musician and an athlete. I'm so interested in that. But I got crooked feet and I'm lazy. But it was just music for me. But now that my daughters are jocks, I'm all in.
I'm just gonna say, I think fishing is a sport, dude.
Oh, you know what?
Absolutely.
Fish. All right. Yeah.
Can you catch me a catfish? I want to fry it
All day long. Yeah, I will. And I'll cook it for you.
You know how to skin it and whatnot?
The whole nine. Yeah, yeah.
I can't cook.
It's a sport. Really? It's a sport.
Randy knows with the fish. Man, all the other boats are following Brandy's boat. She knows with it.
Yeah. Taking you fishing, Zane.
How did Zane do fishing?
He's a real good fisherman. Yeah, he beat me. He caught the keepers that day.
I did have a good day on the water, I have to say.
I think we have footage of that on Apple Music.
We do have footage of that. We're not here to promote that.
Go down.
Here it is. Everybody here, this is such a nice room. It's just a good energy, and I feel like everyone's here because we love music. You said it beautifully. And so I'd like us all to extend that love and genuinely thank Coco, Charlie, and Brandy. We cannot wait to see what you're going to say. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking our questions and their questions. We love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
See you later.
The lights go down.
Yeah.
Everyone gather around.
Okay. But before we bring Bad Bunny to the stage, we'd like everybody here and around the world to take a look at this Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show trailer.
moment we've all been waiting for. Without further ado, please join us in welcoming to the stage Bad Bunny.
Out, so you have to use your voices. Bad Bunny in the building.
Benito.
Sorry, what was that? Amazing. 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 I mean...
Tranquilo, right? Chill.
Big energy. Big energy on Sunday, big energy today, big energy. You must be feeling that. How do you feel right now, if you could put into words?
Buenos días a todos. To be honest, I don't know how I'm feeling. There's a lot, you know. There's a lot of. I've been saying that I'm still middle of my tour. I just was at the Grammys last week.
Yes, three-time Grammy winner, Album of the Year winner, Bad Bunny.
All of that mean I've been working on this show on what we're gonna do next Sunday. So it's been a lot. Of course, there's a lot of grateful and agradecimiento. Is how I've been feeling this whole year with the album, with Debí Tirar Más Foto. The biggest feeling is being grateful. Like, me siento muy agradecido, y aunque de momento me puedan ver serio o algo, es como que I feel I'm happy, but I'm just processing and taking one day at a time and just living, you know what I mean? So I'm excited about this performance. I'm excited, but at the same time, how I said before, is I feel more excited about the people than even me, about my family, about my friends, people that I know that they always have believed me and they happy because this moment, the culture, and that's what made this show to me make it special.
On that note, not having what it sounds like you're saying also is just not even having time to breathe. Like, to just be like, right? So, yeah, you're on tour. How did you even carve out time to squeeze in what's happening with you on Sunday? Can you give us some insight into how you managed to get prepared for Sunday's Super Bowl halftime performance?
Like I said, I just try to take it easy, wake up, work out, my coffee, try to not think too much about it. Last night I couldn't sleep because I was thinking but yeah, I wanna think that it's just 30 minutes doing something that I love, that I like, and it's just like that. I'm trying to enjoy it, and I know that I'm gonna have fun. All the crew, all the people, they're gonna have fun that day. And
you're not alone, right? At the end of the day, there's a huge team that comes together for all.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to focus. Like, just enjoy the moment, enjoy what is happening, what I'm doing, or trying to not put pressure or something.
You said it, 13 minutes, you know, on really the world's biggest stage, certainly when it comes to entertainment and sports, no doubt about it. And we know and love you as an artist and musician, your music, your shows. But we're also here to get to know the sides of you that we perhaps don't know about. Like, did sports ever play a role in your life, even before music? Could it have been something else other than music? Was sports ever serious?
Well, I'm not good at sports, but I do love sports. I come from Puerto Rico. There's a huge sport culture there: baseball, boxing, basketball. A lot of sport. Actually, we have a football player playing at the Super Bowl from Puerto Rico. So yeah, I grew up watching sport, playing sport. Very bad, but I love sport. So yeah, always that actually is one of my favorite combination, like sport with music is where I really feel like, I don't know, there's something that make me feel passionate about that. So yeah.
We've had the opportunity and been very fortunate, and had the privilege of, you know, having multiple conversations with you and supporting you since the early days of your career. And we just want to thank you, man, for just always being so lovely and amazing and showing up for us. Matter of fact, if everybody doesn't mind, and we want to take a look back at some of those defining moments with Bad Bunny.
Cada logro de Bad Bunny, cada cosa grande que logre es un logro de todos los latinos que me apoyan día a día, así que gracias a ustedes. I love music, always since I was a kid. Simplemente haciendo música y ya no estaba haciendo quizás los movimientos. Yeah, dímelo mi gente, está escuchando el conejo malo, Bad Bunny, baby. Apple Music up next.
Yo siempre he sido bien real y transparente y siempre he sido yo mismo.
Bad Bunny, world record.
Un VIP. Hey. You really want the people to feel like you can be Puerto Rican and be a star.
Con el conejo malo, Bad Bunny, baby.
Your Apple Music Artist of the Year.
Un verano sin ti, Bad Bunny.
Now it's like a deeper journey to show people who I am and what I really represent.
The Super Bowl 60, Bad Bunny in the bay.
This is for everyone. This is for all the people who have been supporting me. So it's gonna be a great day.
Crazy. You know, last time that I got a chance to go to Puerto Rico and hang out with you, number one, that was the strongest coffee I've ever had in my entire life. I could have flown back to New York without a plane that day. It was so strong. Number two, we were talking about your most recent record and Grammy album of the year. Touched on before, you know, that album is such an important album for you as a human, and also for in terms of where you come from. You know, and you went home to make it was very inspired by who you are. What does that album mean to you a year on? How has it changed shape for you, and how important is that record to you?
That record teach me a lot, and I think is one of the most, if not, I think the most special project that I ever have done, because it brought me to here, and I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't looking for the album of the year at the Grammys, also the Latin Grammys. I was looking for perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, and I just was looking for connect with my roots, connect with my people more than ever, connect with myself, with my history, with my culture, and I did it in a very honest way. I only wanted to perform at the residency, and that's it. I said, I don't want to leave here. I don't want to leave. I want to stay the whole time. And then it was like, oh wow, the world really wants me. So I should go also to give some love, show love to the world, to Latin America, and then the opportunity to bring that feeling that I put on that album to one of the biggest stages in the world is something that I never thought. So definitely this album is the most special because, as I said, I was trying to connect with myself and my roots, who I am, and that tells you something that I already knew before, but now it's like confirmed. Like you always have to be proud about who you are and feel comfortable being yourself. Feel proud about your history and where you're from, but don't let that limit yourself. Like, I know where I come from, but I also know where I can go. So definitely this is an album that are gonna be in my heart for my whole life. So yeah.
Beautiful, man. Round of applause for sure. Speaking of global impact, you're #1 in China. Yeah. I mean, for real. Listen, this is and we met up in La Perla, historic neighborhood in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and we were celebrating the release of Un Verano Sin Ti, which is one of Apple Music's 100 best albums of all time. Do you credit Un Verano Sin Ti with being some of the springboards to the global appeal where you are today?
Yeah, definitely Un Verano Sin Ti was special. It was the first album that went global. I have been very blessed because every step that I do on my career is like get another level. That's how I feel. Like on my career and also personally. But since I dropped my first album, it's been like a progress, like a lessons, and it's been a beautiful and tough journey. And yeah, Un Verano Sin Ti gave me that spotlight, I guess, to the world. And I worked for it. I told you, remember that I talked to my team. I remember speaking to my team like, yeah, I'm doing the album for the world, so do your best. And we did it. And that's what I mean. Anyone could have think that with that album is the album that I was going to win album of the year, or maybe perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I told you, that this album, Debí Tirarme una Foto, teach me a lot. And I don't know how to say in English, pero como dice el refrán español, el tiempo de Dios es perfecto. I don't know. Yeah. God timing, it's perfect, and estoy muy agradecido. I'm very happy. I'm grateful.
What a life. Yeah. You know, this isn't your first Super Bowl halftime show, no? 6 years ago, Super Bowl 54, Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, you were on the stage. You know, it's hard not to imagine as a fan that something changed that day for you. Is it as simple as that? I mean, I know that you say you never expected to do this. It's not why you made the album to get here. They're not connected. But on that day 6 years ago, do you think, looking back, you were like, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do it my way?
Well, actually, no. It's not that I said, oh, I want to come back here by myself. Of course, around people, my team, they said, like, we come back. And I was like, yeah. As I told you, I never looking for this. I maybe sound very mean, trying to be the most, I don't know, humble or naive, but I swear to God, I never looking for my biggest achievement, my biggest pleasure is just create, have fun doing it, and connect with the people. When I drop a song that I'm speaking about my feeling, or if I drop a song speaking about what I did last night, and people connect with me, that's the best feeling, and that's what I'm always looking every time that I'm at the studio working. And that's why I always work with people like friends, because to me it's a very intimate space. I never look for, no, let me work with this producer that is the hottest right now, or this songwriter. No, I write all my songs, I produce with my friends and very talented people, and that's how I feel like that's my thing, you know? So I don't know what I'm talking about. I forget even the question.
You know what? It's okay because we have a follow-up. We got to ask.
We have to
because you lost your train of thought. It gives us a little window to ask a question that we weren't really prepared to ask.
We ask it every year, though.
We ask it every year. To be fair, so
I'm just trying to say all the English words that I know. That's what I'm doing here.
Listen, you got prepared for this moment. Stay along.
Let's see if you have the words for this question. You know, 6 years ago, you were a guest on that stage. And it comes up every single year. I'm just going to ask it, are there surprises on Sunday? Are you preparing to bring any, are you going to do the same thing? Will you have guests on stages?
Well, you know that's something that I'm going to tell you. I don't know why you asked that.
We had to, man. We had to.
No, well, of course, I think I have a lot of guests. It's going to be my family, my friends, or all the Latino community around the world. And the whole country, there's a lot of people that love me around the world, not even not just the Latino. You just said that I'm #1 in China, right? So Chinese people love me also. So I'm very. There's a lot of people that stop me at the street or the airport. People from the Americans, from the United States, from Mexico, French. And say like, I know you're gonna do a great performance at the Super Bowl. Good luck. God bless you. I feel great. everyone who stopped me at the street or wherever I go, they only wish like good things on me, and I know that the world is gonna be happy at this Sunday, and they're gonna have fun, and they're gonna dance, and they're gonna have a good time.
He didn't say no, by the way. He did not say that. Was a beautiful answer. It was a great answer, but just for the record, he did not say no. So as we prepare for this Sunday, I was able to go to Puerto Rico and see a residency. On what we're going to see, though, the aesthetic, what we should be expecting to see, and what do you want us to look for on Sunday? What are, beyond the party, beyond the dancing and all of the culture, is there something that we should be paying attention to in this performance?
I really, as I said, I just want people to have fun. There's gonna be, it's gonna be a huge party. It's gonna be what people always can expect from me. I don't know if that is something that that's what I want to bring to the stage. Of course, a lot of my culture. But I really don't want to give any spoilers. It's gonna be fun and it's gonna be easy, and people only have to worry about dance. I know that I told them that they had 4 months to learn Spanish. They don't even have to learn Spanish. They just it's better if they learn to dance. But I think the world's gonna dance. There's no better dance than the one that can come from the heart. The heartbeat dance. That's the only thing that they need to worry about and have fun and enjoy it. And of course, choose your team at the game. And who's your team? You can.
I'm going Seahawks. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Seahawks too, but not because they're my team, just because I have more friends.
So.
Before we wrap up with Bad Bunny, we have some people from some youth from the media. Jasmine back from Play 60 has a question for you, Super Kid Jasmine.
Performing at the Super Bowl takes a lot of energy. How do you keep your body healthy and strong while getting ready for such a big show?
Eating smash burgers and think about the Super Bowl halftime show at 4 a.m. That's what I've been doing for get prepared. Now I'm trying to you know, as I said, nothing too much about it, but it's been hard to not. So I'm just working out, trying to eat healthy. I'm not even playing that much dominoes, and that's just killing me, bro. And the last week game, I got a 0, like a chiva, and that's fucking. I'm sorry. I need to talk to my therapist.
All right, from Big Brothers Big Sisters, Camila Diaz Palacios.
Hola, Barbani, ¿cómo están?
Hola, muy bien.
Muy bien, muy bien. Yo me llamo Camila Palacios, estoy con Big Brothers Big Sisters del área de la Bahía y le tengo una pregunta. Cuando usted piensa en la persona que era antes de que el mundo conociera su nombre, ¿quién es alguien que le viene a la mente que siempre lo apoyó y siempre estuvo allí y cómo le ayudó en su vida? Oh, in English, hold on, sorry. When you think about the person who you were before the world knew your name, who's someone that comes to mind who always supported you, and how do they impact your life?
The first person that came, I have to say my mom, because you said that it was before that I became this, and the first person that I come to my mind is my mom, because she believed in me, and I'm not talking about my music career. I just talking about before everything. She believed in me as a person, as a human. She believed in me that in my decisions, in my opinions, in my taste, in my choices, and she believed that I could be a good person, you know, smart guy, talent, and I think that's what got me here, you know. Not because that she believed that I was a great artist, but that she believed that I'm a great person, and that feel better even than anything else. So yeah.
México te ama y mi mamá también. ¡Viva México!
Saludo a tu mamá y a la de todo el mundo.
And from Gen Youth, Javon. Got a question for Bad Bunny.
If you aren't doing music, what would you be doing? If you aren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Watching the Super Bowl at home. I don't know. I think anything. I don't have another things that I could say. Maybe, I don't know. I think I could have been anything else. Cualquier otra cosa que se me hubiera imaginado, cualquier otra meta. No, cuando me pongo a mirar para atrás, para mi vida, when I sit down and I see my whole life and I go back, I say, this was the only thing that I always wanted. And if not, I know that I was going to be still a good person. As I said, there's nothing. I like this. I love this. So maybe I was going to be, I don't know, in a job, but still writing and creating. I don't know. This is my passion, and I born for this.
It's been such a privilege and an honor, for all of us at Apple Music to be able to collaborate with you at times and to help, to just watch this whole beautiful experience unfold through your music and through your performance. The whole world knows you and loves your music, loves you because they're the same thing. You are your music and your music is you, and you're such an authentic person. And I know that we're all excited to see that come to life. On Sunday, it's going to be historic and incredible. And we thank you for taking the time to share a bit of yourself with all of us today in the room. We can't wait for Bad Bunny to take the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show stage. You can listen to his music on Apple Music and spatial audio, of course.
And shortly after the performance, you'll be able to stream the full halftime show on Apple Music. Listen, watch, and sing all things Bad Bunny only on Apple Music. Make some noise.
Make some noise.
We are witnessing history today.
Thank you. Thank you. The Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show headliner, Bad Bunny.
Yes.
atrás, atrás, atrás. Un poquito a tu mano izquierda, derecha, perdón. Un poquito más, no, derecha. Un toque más, ahí.
¿Qué mochila es la tuya? ¿Mochila?
Mochila 5. FTP. Se va a conectar al FTP.
Dame un segundo, Mariel, please. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Did you like it? You like that brown? The color is everything, right? No shot? I know, man. But they, when I first was to the moon, they kicked us out the room right away. Yeah, the Louis Vuitton. Is there one? Crocodile?
It's out right now. She thinks if you hold your arms forward to this button right here,
So,
they want to
tell
see
me
if you
if
estoy por aquí, Neftali por aquí.
Okay.
Deja el uno, ¿verdad?
To his left a little bit?
Hola.
So they don't want to see what after music.
No, el uno.
We had to
Excuse me, man.
Talk to her, please.
I just wonder how long.
I'm listening to the stage. I
Hey
can't.
guys, how long were you gonna be?
Hola.
No, they don't want to see that.
Estoy aquí, ¿me oye? Ok, perfecto.
They don't want to see that.
Ok, un toquecito. Ahí.
So, you could only move to this one? Adjust camera and that's good.
Well, we see that guy.
Oh, it's right now? Camera move over, Scott? I know,
Pásame el bultito y el polvo, please, para no moverme de aquí.
No te muevas ni para el diablo.
Por eso. Nefta, enganchalo ahí en el trípode, please. Gracias.
¿Estamos bien allá? Color, audio, todo. Ok. Very good. Yep. Es que tú lo pones nervioso. No, que cuando escuches tu voz, Marino. No creo, porque él lo que dijo fue, Mariet me tiene luz. Sí.
I'm going to try to give it and then maybe over just a little bit. There you go.
¿Y por qué no tienes ese teleprompter?
pasa?
Un teleprompter ahí.
Está bien, pero tú, o sea, tú me estás pidiendo a mí que traiga más equipo que tú vas a cargar, ¿verdad?
No dije nada. No dije nada. Me callates.
How's that? Perfect. Don't move. All right. We got a mic already. So Scott, how
Okay.
Okay, so let's do it just.
Sorry, he's trying to correct you.
Jesse, don't give too much space. Hey, Carol, is it up? The people that's just about to live right now, and they say they need 4 minutes. Okay. 4 minutes out? So Scott, let's do it. Just read it. And then we'll tell them what it is.
¿Y qué tú quieres que yo haga? ¿Que lo traduzca acá? ¿Que lo explique? Eso es lo que ellos quieren, que yo lo...
Sí, que como está en inglés,
yo sé lo que él dijo.
And at today's press conference, he reveals how he's feeling going into this Sunday's performance.
El sonido de que yo no buscaba esto. Sí.
And after all of this, it's usually that evening. Another tomorrow, the 2026 Apple Music Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60 halftime show.
Falta todavía.
No te asustes, voy a cambiar batería.
¿De cuál?
El rey de la selva que levanta su mano.
Ya estamos. Ya cambié batería.
Team USA and World Champion bobsled location, promising she would personally teach me all the tips and tricks of bobsled before we meet up in Milan next week. She made good on that promise at the Olympic Training Center in Utah, Park, Utah.
Me gusta la varita, pero un sobío y
No, lo que pasa es que preguntando acá
Andy, I mean, Karen.
You're so awesome. Bobsled begins February 15th.
Do we, no, we're waiting on them next. You want to wait? Yeah, I know, yeah, it's the language. Yeah.
One, two, two, 1, 2, 2, 2. Shohei Ohtani. Okay, I'm Scott Evans. Mario, once the Olympics and the Super Bowl are over, it is time for baseball. I hit up the Dodgers practice facility in Arizona for an exclusive interview with superstar Shohei Ohtani, whose new children's book, Decoy Saves Opening Day, is a love letter to his new baby girl and his famous dog, Decoy. Let's do it.
Karen, we're going to start our first one, okay?
They're rolling back there.
Después de este otro, vamos a ver.
All right, APO7. APO7.
Yo estoy oyendo a ella, ¿verdad? Ok.
And he says them well. Bad Bunny shares his unique Super Bowl halftime strategy. As for any surprises, though,
How's that go? Can we just keep knocking them out then and no pause? Or you want to? Okay. We're just going to keep knocking them out. Okay. So tell me. Oh, Lord.
it's good.
Estamos ahí.
We got to pause?
Cambio. Llegó. Llegó. ¿No van a correr del cuerpo? Y entonces sí, después vamos nosotros.
A side of the world's.
Yeah, we were. Yep, we were.
Quédate tranquilito ahí que va un par
A side of the world's greatest baseball player you never knew. And there's not as much loss in translation with Shohei Ohtani as you might think. 5-second head pad. Yeah, Mario, just 3 days to go until the Seahawks take on the Patriots. But today is all about what happens when Bad Bunny takes the field for the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show. And today's press conference, he reveals how he's feeling going into Sunday's performance. Yeah, Mario, it's just 3 days to go until the Seahawks take on the Patriots. But today, it's all about what happens when Bad Bunny takes to the field for the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show. And at today's press conference, he reveals how he's feeling going into Sunday's performance. Keep going. Keep going up.
Can you emphasize?
Emphasize.
Can you emphasize?
Yep.
Yep, you will.
You just know.
Okay, you look great too, by the way.
Yep.
All right, man, we're about to go, okay?
Yeah, Mario, just 3 days to go until the Seahawks take on the Patriots. But today is all about what happens when Bad Bunny takes the field for the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show. Apple Music Super Bowl 60. Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show. Last time.
Ready? Go again.
No, la amiga todavía está haciendo allá.
Yeah, Mario, just 3 days to go until the Seahawks take on the Patriots. But today is all about what happens when Bad Bunny takes the field for the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show. And at today's press conference, he reveals how he's feeling going into Sunday's performance. Going into Sunday's performance. Today, tomorrow, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday.
You ready?
We'll wait.
Are you guys got to go? Standing back here.
You okay?
We're good?
Presentando. Okay, stand by. Presentando.
Saludos, Julio, para ti y para todos los amigos televidentes. En efecto, Bad Bunny llegó, habló y conquistó. Y habló en inglés puramente porque ese fue el idioma que utilizó a lo largo de su alocución, que fue más que una conferencia de prensa, una presentación de él como artista principal del Super Bowl que se llevará a cabo este domingo en el Levi Stadium en Santa Clara, aquí en California. Y ciertamente Bad Bunny tuvo una presentación donde se llevó el aplauso de todos los presentes, además de periodistas, reporteros de todo el mundo, más de 6.000 acreditados para este evento, de más de 23 países que estuvieron aquí desde las 6 de la mañana para accesar un evento que dio comienzo después de las 10 de la mañana en el horario local. Ciertamente Bad Bunny llenó las expectativas del público con su chispa, con su encanto, con su manera de expresarse. Agotó todo su vocabulario en inglés, lo mencionó en la propia conferencia de prensa, dijo ya no me quedan más palabras para decir en inglés, fueron muy pocas y muy cortas sus expresiones en español, por requerimiento presumimos de los organizadores, pero el mensaje es universal, al igual que su música, y llegó y caló profundo, ya que Bad Bunny dejó entendido y dejó claro que este domingo le va a proponer una fiesta a todo el mundo, no importa la cultura, no importa el idioma, no importa la raza, el credo, el color. Benito viene a demostrar que es un artista universal y en su mensaje lo expresó claramente aquí. Vamos a escuchar varias de sus expresiones en esta conferencia.
You ever see Pulp Fiction? He was like carrying the suitcase. That's ridiculous. We didn't want to open it, you know.
En esas expresiones Bad Bunny reitera el carácter universal de su música, de su álbum Debí Tirar, más fotos que le ha permitido llegar a otro nivel, accesar a otro público, convertirse en un artista con una plataforma global y ciertamente llevar el mensaje de que la música une sobre todas las cosas, no importa las creencias y demás particularidades. Señaló que está emocionado, contento, con un poquito de presión, trata de manejarla de la mejor manera posible, pero ciertamente reconoce la grandeza del momento y que va a estar ocupando uno de los escenarios artísticos más importantes en el mundo, y también reiteró que se preparen porque el domingo va a ser una fiesta, va a ser un festival, la gente va a cantar, va a bailar, va a fiestar y va a disfrutar al ritmo del conejo malo, que tendrá 16 minutos para ponerla en la china, como decimos allá en Borinquen-Bella. Así que esperamos que sea sin duda una gran actuación de Bad Bunny este domingo. Nosotros regresaremos a las 5 con más información desde San Francisco. Hablamos con una joven de una organización comunitaria acá en San Francisco que tuvo la única oportunidad de hacerle una pregunta en español a Bad Bunny. Con ella pudimos dialogar. Aquí a nosotros no nos permitieron hacer preguntas, pero ni modo, estuvimos aquí presentes para llevarles todo lo acontecido. Esa es la información en vivo desde San Francisco. Neftalí Rosa, Nidia Morales y Ricardo Torres. No me dijiste si despedida o no, pero yo entendía, ¿verdad?, que ya no es tender más el chicle.
Thank you. Here we go. Yeah, Mario, just 3 days to go until the Seahawks take on the Patriots. But today is all about what happens when Bad Bunny takes the field for the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show.